Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making shawarma bread, homemade shawarma bread. To begin with, let me guide you through the ingredients we'll be needing. We are using 400 grams of flour. I'm using melted margarine, half cup of milk, some sugar, not too much. I'll be writing all the ingredients I use and its measurement. And here is the yeast we are going to be using, and then some salt. Now to begin with, we start by pouring in our flour into a bowl. Please always sieve your flour before you use so that you can eliminate any unwanted substance in it. Make a well in the center. After that, go in with your yeasts and then followed by the liquid milk. Add your sugar and some salt, not exactly on top the yeast but round it, just so it doesn't kill your yeast. And after this, go in with some melted margarine. I'm using melted margarine and vegetable fat together. This margarine, we're going to use it in the bread, and we're also going to use it while we are kneading. So I'm going to be using like 3 tablespoons of fat. You can add egg, but here I did not use egg. Now while we are done adding the ingredient, the next thing we do is to knead our dough. Use a warm water to do this, especially if your environment is very cold. Use warm water. But if your environment is very hot, room temperature water will also do the job once the environment is hot. Now mix all these ingredients very well so that everything combines and forms like one ball. If your hand is sticky, spread some vegetable fat on it so that it can help you to knead your dough properly. Continue this process until you have a smooth dough just like this. Still continue kneading until it feels stretchy and well mixed. You see that? And like this, our dough is ready. So we're going to be cutting them to the shape that we want it to be. So place this on your chopping board and then cut to your desired shape. I'm going to be getting like 8 balls of this. Cut into 4 pieces, and then to the 4 pieces you also cut each into 2. And like this, we've got 8 balls. So mold this into a ball as I'm doing it. Continue like this until you're done with the rest of the dough. Once you're done, we are going to allow this to rest for like 10 to 15 minutes, not for long. And as soon as it has rested, you will notice that it will increase in size. Once that is done, we sprinkle our flour on a clean work surface, and then we flatten this dough. Just like this. Once we are done flattening it, we are picking it 2-2. You pick one, flatten it, then pick the second one and flatten it. And then on one of the dough, you're going to rub your melted fats or your vegetable oil or your melted margarine. That will also do. But I'm using a combination here, vegetable fat and melted margarine. Then sprinkle some flour on it. Not too much, but not too little. Then pick up the other one and place it on top the one you sprinkled some flour and fat on. Ensure that you at least make everything to be balanced to sit exactly on the other one. Once you are done with that, you are going to use your rolling pin again to make it thinner, to flatten it the more. Now the essence of putting the fat and the flour in between these two dough is so that when you finish cooking it, you can separate it. It doesn't stick together. You'll see it once we start. Roll this, make it as thin as you wish. Now I'm done, I'm going to pick it up. I have my pan on the heat, on a low heat please. If you're using a medium heat, it can burn your bread. On a low heat, place it like this. Smoothing all the edges, especially if you're not using a wider pan. Smoothing all the edges just like I'm doing it here. Allow that bottom part to cook for some minutes. Can you see? It's beginning to cook. You can see it popping up a bit, swelling up on top. You see? This is an indication that heat is passing under to this top. You can press this down and flip it over. That's exactly what I did. I flipped it over so that this other top can cook. Press it down so that it can collect a good amount of heat, but we do not want it to burn. So you have to flip over repeatedly so that both side can be well cooked. Can you see what we've got? This is our shawarma bread. And like this one is ready. Now look what is going to happen. Can you see? Because of the fats and the flour, that's why this can separate. And now we'll set this aside and continue with the rest. Turn it open so that the heat can escape. Can you see the steam? This shawarma bread came out super well. Now when making your own, you can make yours thinner than this. That means you can roll it more wider than I did so that you can have a thinner dough. But this is okay for me. And this is our second batch. Can you see? You see how it's separating because of the fats and blood that we sprinkled in between. So we'll continue this until we are done with our dough. Look what we've got. We've got like 4 shawarma bread. Homemade shawarma bread that you can make at home and enjoy. Can you see? This is the third batch or the last batch. Can you see how it's popping? An indication that it's cooking. Flip it over. That's the separation already happening inside. But we are not done cooking, so we have to let it cook before we now separate it. Oh my god, this is burnt a bit. I guess my heat was too high. And then we'll bring it out. And like this, we've made for ourselves homemade shawarma. But look how the steam is coming out. We've made for ourselves homemade shawarma bread. One that you can enjoy with your family. If this is your first time coming across my video. I want to say thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. And once you made your bread, you're done making it, please do not allow it to stay out for too long. Ensure you pack it into a paper bag or a foil or a polythene like this, just so it doesn't dry out. You see how our bread is looking? Yes, and like this, we've got for ourselves shawarma bread. Now, will you be trying this? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in my next video where I'll be sharing how I use it. Bye.